in such a major decision, all stakeholders need to be consulted. I also remember, Right Honorable Speaker, it was the position of this House and the National Assembly in general that the issue of tariff should not be effected until metering is also done. In fact, part of the condition precedent before the privatization and part of the document of the privatization is that within 2 years, metering will be effected to every Nigerian. We have also looked at the issue of the template they have used actually to implement the hike in the electricity tariff, and we have found out a lot of discrepancies. And both us and government have agreed that there are a lot of discrepancies that need to be investigated, and also meters need to be provided. But in this particular issue, the power sector has been privatized. 7 years down the line, we are still going in the wrong direction.
The tariff, I don't know what your position is. Government is saying that, and they've said it over the years, that the tariff is actually considerably low, and it's the lowest perhaps anywhere in the world. So I've heard. I don't know if you've been able to do that research, that we pay the lowest tariff. Now, if that is the case, if that be the case, if it is true, then we need to look, and many people have agreed that, cost reflective. Nobody is in the business to lose. That the tariff has to be cost reflective. Then I think maybe what we're arguing here then will be the timing. Because I read your communique. You did talk about timing, and I totally agree with you. And that's why we had told government that no, you can't do this at this time. If government is bearing the burden and somehow subsidizing electricity for now, yeah, then please go ahead until such a time when things are not during this COVID time. But that's just to tell you that we're on the same page. So if we agree on principle that these measures are not necessarily the bad economic measures, but that the timing, is like they say, the road to hell sometimes is paved with good intentions. So maybe we need to re-strategize.
I've also told him how the discussion with the federal government went and how the meeting was adjourned. So he has actually promised to try to also intervene at his own level to see to it that we don't inflict more pain on Nigerians. And I think in the course of the discussion, we have also realized that the House of Rep have actually done a lot on this issue, including recommendation to government, which we have shared mutually. But the bottom line is that we want this burden that have now been shifted to Nigerians as consumers also be lifted so that we can have a decent life. There is a judgment, valid judgment of the Federal High Court stopping the increase in tariff. That judgment is still subsisting.
And the government have not appealed the judgment.
Yes. Are you not aware of that?
Okay,
and on the issue of the court judgment, we have not been served, as I said, because in good faith, you recall that we are on the negotiation table up to late Thursday evening or Thursday night, and therefore our expectation is that we should be able to, in good faith, continue to dialogue, but not to try to also ambush, because we have not received the order as of today. We don't also know the details of any order, and clearly speaking, we cannot speak on something that is not before us. So the reality is that I've also shared with you on the issue of electricity tariff. Go and confirm as journalists, we have a successive court order, not court order, court judgment that have nullified the increase. And therefore, we believe that the rule of law must always prevail, but in this case also, we want the right thing to be done. If the issues are not addressed, you are aware that we have given a notice, and that notice will certainly expire by tomorrow.
And there will be strike after that, sir?
All the actions we have pronounced will actually take effect.